This time on Sissi, Duke Max rides to the mines to find the Brauners, but an explosion spoils their reunion. Sissi hurriedly packs as Franz has summoned her to the palace.
We can't wait any longer, Princess.
That's me.
Meanwhile, Sophia sends Franz to the mines where he is reunited with Max.
You're my future son-in-law, right?
Sissi gets a lonely, icy reception at Schönbrunn. She is unaware that Tommy has stowed away.
Why shouldn't we together embrace the right to believe? If we could love each other the way that we like, no fortune, no fame, no days and nights are lonely. Your memories fill my dreams. I know because you live, I'll do the same. Nobody else will take you away. Nobody else will love you this way. Nobody else will take you away. Nobody else. Nobody else.
It is true. I'm at Schönbrunn. It's magnificent. These smell divine. Oh, Franz, you thought of everything. Franz! Oh, Your Highness!
Princess, what are you doing out of bed?
Well, I just woke up and...
Never again. You must await our arrival according to the rules of protocol.
I've never cared much for protocol.
Well, if the princess would please follow, we shall proceed to her bathing, her hairstyling, her gowning, and the fitting of this week's dresses.
This week's dresses? How many are there?
Oh, almost 35, Your Highness.
35 dresses? But that makes, goodness, let's see, 5 dresses a day?
That's an absolute minimum, Princess.
We'll have to be careful, Crunchy. There's servants all over the palace. Finding Sissi isn't gonna be easy.
Franz? Oh, you're a mess. Why, you're as filthy as the room they reserved for me. A real dump. You have to do something.
We'll see about that later, Helena. Carl, good to see you again. Come, I have a job for you.
Well, thanks for the welcome.
Good morning, Caspar.
Good morning, Lady Matilda. So, what do you think of our new princess?
Terribly pretty, terribly sweet and charming. Perfectly charming. Nevertheless, I'm afraid she'll have trouble conforming to the rules of protocol.
That's unfortunate. Protocol is everything. Without protocol, no more empire. Oh, and if there's no more empire, what will become of us?
Absolutely right, Caspar. By the way, have you relayed Her Majesty's instructions to the entire staff?
Of course, Lady Matilda. No one is to utter a word to Princess Elizabeth. Though I haven't the faintest idea why.
Well, Crunchy, I get the feeling life isn't going to be easy for Sissi in this palace. Shoo!
Gesundheit, Caspar.
It wasn't me. Oh, who goes there?
It's a
Ghost with the sniffles.
A secret passage. Well, we won't bump into any servants here. Come on, Crunchy. We still have to find Sissi.
Oh.
Magnificent!
It's even prettier than the others. Don't you think? Perhaps you ladies, what do you think? Answer me. What's the matter with you?
Please refrain from pestering the ladies-in-waiting, Princess. They are merely observing protocol. I, and I alone, am authorized to speak to you.
I see. Won't this be fun? Wait, what about Franz? He must be allowed to speak to me.
Come now, Princess. No, not like that. You still need a taffeta ribbon.
You really think it's necessary, Lady Matilda?
Protocol demands it. Bring us the taffeta ribbon.
Sissi!
Grab that creature! Gracious, good gracious!
Carl, I know you've never had to look after people who were hurt before, but we need you to pitch in, and I'm sure that Helena will give you a hand.
Let me do it. Oh, what a baby.
It's just that Miss von Grossberg,
What now?
it's his other arm that's hurt.
Oh.
Oh dear. Helena's not going to be much help. If only... Wait! I have an idea. I'll be right back.
Excuse me. Could you tell me how to get to Prince Franz's office? Yoo-hoo, I'm talking to you. Ah, they sure follow protocol to the letter at this palace.
Fear not, Councillor Zatonic. I'll bring her to heel.
Why, it's Empress Sophia! Majesty!
Elizabeth! What are you doing?
Gossip, look out!
Councillor Zatonic, kindly control these rabid beasts!
Easy now, demon. Easy.
Councillor Zatonic, lock that bird up in the aviary.
But Majesty!
Silence, Elizabeth. How dare you barge in here without so much as a by your leave?
I was looking for Franz.
Franz has gone away on special assignment. He's fulfilling his duty to the Empire.
Majesty, terribly sorry. I tried to stop her, but she simply...
I shall be forced to supervise your re-education personally, my dear.
But I have to see Franz.
You impudent girl. Here it is I who decides what you have to do. And your education is just beginning.
And gossip?
You won't be needing that creature in the court anymore. Now your education begins.
All right, so, my Sissi, stop. Come and join me quickly. Stop. We need you here. Stop.
I love you. That's right.
That's much better. You're a quick study, my dear. Lady Matilda? Here are the documents explaining how to descend the stairs during official ceremonies. And there is the manual of compliments to foreign guests. And the catalogue of customs reserved for members of the imperial family. You must learn all this by heart, my dear.
I couldn't possibly digest it all.
You have no choice, Elizabeth, if you intend to marry my son.
The Princess Elizabeth!
We, the Imperial Majesties of the Kingdom of Austria, hereby pronounce the following...
Did you hear that, Crunchy?
One
Sissi
month
can't be
wait.
very far.
A simple and elegant gesture of the right hand.
Hey, it's Sissi!
Whatsoever. Persons of noble birth entitled to receive favors from the crown are dukes, margraves, counts, and those of similar...
A telegram for Princess Elizabeth from His Highness the Crown Prince Franz.
Franz?
The lesson is not over, Princess.
But this message is for me. It's mine.
Well, well.
I want to read my telegram.
My child, you will have to learn that whatever concerns you must first go through me. If you must know, Franz is fine. That is all. Counselor Zatonic, make sure this is put in a safe place.
This is too much.
Huh?
Oh! Bring her back here now.
This time I think Sissi and Franz are gonna need our help. First, we blend into the background. Second, we get the telegram back. Third, we give it to Sissi. Tough schedule.
Don't worry, Mrs. Bronner. We'll stop at nothing to find your husband and the last of the miners that are trapped with him. Let's go, Max!
What on earth?
Oh, Shadow, I'm so glad to see you. Oh, stop it. Stop it.
Enough! And what is that?
It's my dog, Shadow. He must have walked for miles
To head straight for the kennel. Lady Matilda?
No! You! How could someone as kind as Franz have a mother who is so cold-hearted?
You're nothing but a rebel. I'll tame you yet. And I know just the thing to keep you quiet.
So, what do you think? Oh, come on, Crunchy. Don't be afraid, it's me. Let's go, Crunchy. We have to find Counselor Zatornik's office. That's where we'll find the telegram. If your Majesty would do the honors.
How much longer?
Ma, don't you move, Missy Highness.
You see, Elizabeth, I'm not cruel by nature. It is the duties of court that are merciless. But you'll soon get used to it.
Don't be afraid of Uncle Zatornik. After all, this is better than a bird cage. Come, Demon, let's check on our little Bavarian guest.
Uh-oh.
My beautiful gossip. Uncle Zatornik will only be gone for a few minutes now. Be good.
Phew.
Tommy! Tommy! Oh, wonderful!
Gossip, be quiet.
What is it, Demon? Did you hear a rat? Go, fetch. Make sure he doesn't get away.
Ah, there it is. I hope you like chestnuts.
Come, Elizabeth. Posture.
Oh, it's the ghost! The ghost with the sniffer!
What on earth?
Scandal!
It's the ghost with the sniffles!
Sissi, compose yourself. Lady Matilda, do something.
Ma, what a catastrophe! Magnifico! Fantastico! What a masterpiece! Ma, my new model! Come back!
Ever since you came to this palace, everything has gone wrong. Go back to your room. You will be confined there until I say otherwise.
It will be done according to your wishes, Your Gracious Majesty.
It seems my method has begun to give some results.
Over there!
They're there! They're alive! Quick, help me! Good going, little Joe.
We're here! There they are. That's Bronner.
The Duke here? It's a real miracle. And you too, Highness. It can't be. I must be dead.
Not even close, Mr. Bronner. We'll explain.
We better hurry up. I don't think little Joe can hold on much longer.
That's it. That was the last one.
Hurry, Franz. It's about to collapse.
Go ahead. I have to help little Joe.
But, Franz!
That's an order, Max. Hold on, little Joe. Not much longer. Let's go join the others.
The prince? Don't worry, he's coming. Oh, they're taking us up. Stop! Stop! Look, Mrs. Bronner, Hans is alive.
But where's Franz?
He's still down there with little Joe. We have to go back down quickly. There could be another explosion.
Franz!
Oh, no.
Join me quickly. Stop. Need you here. Stop. I love you. Stop. Franz.
I'm coming, Franz. I'm coming.
People say I am just too bold.